Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you had a really nice Dasara vacation. Well, this is Usha, your new ICT teacher. I know you missed all your ICT classes till now. So now I am wishing we'll be having more and more interesting ICT sessions. So today I am going to start my session with computer languages. Language is the medium to communicate with each other. So in that way, even to communicate with a computer, we need a language. Those are called computer languages. So do you know what language a computer can understand? Hindi? English? No. A computer is having its own language and it is written in zeros and ones. So these zeros and ones are called bits. That is why it is also called as binary language or machine language. So in the beginning, people used to write their programs in binary language. By the way, what is a program? Program is a set of instructions to solve any problem. So in the beginning, as we discussed, people used to write their programs only in machine language. So do you think writing a program in machine language will be easy? Obviously no, because machine language is very difficult to write and it takes a lots of time to write even a small program. Then the next level language is assembly language. So here in assembly language, we use mnemonics to write any programs. So what are mnemonics? Mnemonics are nothing but simple English words to write a program. For example, addition, sum or subtraction, sub, etc. So here we can write all our programs in the form of mnemonics. So comparing to machine language, high level language is little easy to write a program. But we knew that computer can understand only machine language. So how it can understand assembly language? So here we use translator. So the main job of this translator is to convert all our assembly language program into machine level. So here this translator is known as assembler. So the main job of assembler is to convert all our assembly language instructions into the machine level language. Okay? And then came the third generation languages. So these third generation languages are also known as high level languages. So these high level languages are, comparing to all the other languages, very easy to write. These are the user friendly and it takes less time to write any program. Because in high level language, we use simple English terms. So C, C++, Visual Basic, Java, Python, all these are examples of high level languages. So in high level language, to translate our instructions into machine level, we use interpreters or compilers. So the main job of interpreter or compiler is to convert all the high level language instructions into machine language. So then came the fourth generation of languages. These fourth generation of languages are very user friendly and they are machine independent. It is having high speed of execution and also it takes very less time to develop any software and also with very less cost. So comparing to all other languages, these fourth generation languages are more advantage to perform any task. So what we learned today? We learned about computer languages and what are the different types of computer languages. They are machine language, assembly language and high level language. These machine language and assembly language are also known as low level languages and then high level language and finally fourth generation languages. So I hope you enjoyed your ICT lesson today and we will meet next week with more interesting topics. So please go through the video to get the better understanding.
Computer languages. Humans use language to communicate and different regions have different languages. Computers also have their own languages. The term computer language includes a wide variety of languages used to communicate with computers. Different kinds of languages have been developed to perform different types of work on the computer. Basically, languages can be divided into two categories. Two basic types of computer languages. Low-level language. A language that corresponds directly to a specific machine. There are two types of low-level languages. Machine language. A language that is directly understood by the hardware. Machine language is the lowest and most elementary level of programming language. It was the first type of programming language to be developed. It uses binary digits 0 and 1 for giving instruction. Assembly language. A slightly more user-friendly language that directly corresponds to machine language. Assembly language was developed to overcome some of the many inconveniences of machine language. This is another low-level but very important language in which operation codes and operands are given in the form of alphanumeric symbols instead of zeros and ones. It is called mnemonics. Note: because of this feature, assembly language is also known as symbolic programming language. High-level language. Any language that is independent of the machine. Types of high-level languages are basic, beginner's all-purpose symbolic instruction code. Fortran, formula translation. PL/1, programming language version 1. Algol, algorithmic language. C, C++, Java, etc. High-level languages allow a user to give instruction in the English language, which makes them easier to learn. Programs developed on one system can be executed on other systems and will produce the same output. It uses the translator program for converting the high-level programs into machine language. Compiler and interpreter are used as translators in HLL. Compiler. Compiler is translator program that converts the whole HLL source program into object code, machine program code, at once, and also generates list of errors and shows it to the user. Interpreter. Interpreter is translator program that convert HLL programs line by line. If there is any error at any point or line, program execution will stop until error is removed or debugged. 4GL. This generation of language allows non-programmer user to write programs to query databases and to generate custom reports. Characteristics of 4GL. User-friendly. Execution is fast. Easy to learn and program by non-programmer user. Use of artificial intelligence and neural network. 4GL are closer to human language than other high-level languages and are accessible to people without formal training as programmers. Clarion, Dataflax, Fortool, PLI generator are the examples of 4GL.